Hello, humans and non-humans alike, and good ever applies to you. And today, we're back on Pillars of Eternity PS4 Let's Play, where we are now going to go to Woodend Plain, and we're going to kill another bounty. Yeah, we have been hunting down these bounties. I think we're doing rather well for ourselves in the hunting down of these bounties. We've only almost died. Yeah. Is there anyone meeting among the Buryat people, seeing a section of the sun or moon obscured, such as might have happened during eclipse, believe that the Alcala was active and would throw stones into the sky to discourage it. The gods finally found a solution to this troublesome creature by cutting it in half. One half remained in the heavens and the other on the earth. That way, whenever the Alcala attempted to consume either sun or moon, the heavenly sphere would fall straight through the monster and resume its place in the sky. Alkonost, Russian version of the siren, this being is half woman and half bird. She lives in the land of the dead with her counterpart, the siren. Her role is to torment the souls of the damned by singing terrible songs to them in her harsh voice and tormenting them with vile punishments. Oh, I don't think that counts as siren. Please, no. That's not exactly luring anyone. Alright. If ignored, -4 prestige. Send an escort or something. Yeah, I don't use him at all. Have fun with that. Anyway, wait, does Woodend Plains guy a cave? Okay, Woodend Plains, several large... Okay, no. Northweald. And that one's the cave. Okay. Alright, let's look for this lady. Ranger! Ranger with the animal army, where are you? Okay, this might be her.
Kill them all!
Yeah, it is her!
That's it!
No, I'm not actually worried about this one. No offense, but you guys are just a group of animals. There isn't exactly much to worry about here. And you got plenty of our own creatures mixed in the party. Now then, yep. See, what did I tell you? They got shredded. Almost. Their companion. Oh, no, okay, not my companion, her companion. Like, wait, what the fuck is that doing there?
So much.
There isn't really any points, is there? Yep, his battle's over. Again, you died practically instantaneously. The reign of godlike field. Superb in speed. It has a cool story and everything, but yeah, not much else to it. Alright, next stop! Some place called Northweald! Now, where is that? I thought it would be a place I'd know. Deerfoot Crossing, Elm Shore. Okay, so check the journal. Cave in Northweald is their base of operations. Huh, so maybe it's just a place I haven't discovered yet. I didn't think there were plenty places left like that. Cool. Yeah, no, I don't see any place with Northweald as the name. That means we can just continue with the Twin Elms. Yay! Alma, a creature originating in Siberia and living in the northern forest and wastelands. The Alma has also been seen in Kazakhstan and the Caucasus. The name means wild man in Mongolian. It is a fur-covered humanoid like the Bigfoot or Sasquatch found in the United States. Gigantic and humanoid in shape, it is covered in shaggy brown, black, or red fur. Sightings of Almas have been reported since the 17th century, the most recent being in 1948 by the Russian scientist Alexander G. Pronin, who said it looked very like a man, but with much longer arms. Alright, now that we're back in Twin Elms, Van Fathom home, where is the inn? Passes its, maybe Celestial Sapling? Concerned tribesman. I assure you, they saw the man break into tear everyone. An Orlan dressed in thick furs appears immersed in conversation. Saying to get an emphasize. I speak true, he commands strange powers, they claim. Another foreigner, do you look like this one?
Many blessings, traveler.
Was this more? Tell me the man you speak of. A strange man, a foreigner broke into Tir Everon, the tower under the giant elms. Esther Morwen cannot walk the grounds of Elms Reach. Why was he allowed to pass? This one was unseen. He wields a strange power, we now know. What is Tir Everon? Tir Everon has stood since the time of the builders, and it will stand long after we're all gone. Yes, his tower stands strong, and the gods live within its sacred halls. There's no place for unclean souls or foreigners. The mysteries of our ancestors is not for every foreigner to understand. Bye-bye. Okay, so the guy, yeah, that's probably him then. Theos is just running around, doing whatever the fuck he pleases. Damn, where the hell was the inn? Okay, maybe I'll find it in this sealed missive. I need to live. Stay at the Celestial Sapling. Okay, so that's the inn. It didn't look like an inn on the map. I was confused. Marilla, the Glenfather witch sold me useless twigs and herbs. Did she take me for a fool? Let's not stand. I've been swindled. Marilla will pay for what she did. Hello, Rotuk. You want up? I pull. Renato! You pay that witch. She'll fuming with anger and pacing in 10 circles. The failing merchant aims his wild rant at you as you approach. You there! Have you come here to trade with the savages? Learn from my example and take your business elsewhere. Liars, cheats, swindlers. That duplicitous bitch, Allahi. She claimed to be selling her Gola flower buds, but now all I have now is 6 bushels of common house plants. The herbs are useless. I'll get my money back from the swiveling savage. What did Arlie say when you confronted her? Nothing of substance. She defended herself, of course, saying the herbs were legitimate. Why would she lie? No one will value my word over hers. Arlie can lie with impunity when surrounded by a gang of savage thugs. What is this? A large Gola is a plant that grows in the jungle of Ir Glanfath. When dried and consumed, her verdant tea is known to enhance one's drive for the better pleasures in life. You tested the remedy on yourself? Well, how can I sell a remedy if I have not tested? Of course I tried the herb. That's what would have happened if I peddled this pale imitation. The herb did not have its intended effect. The only thing it made hard was not vomiting. What do you need to do about this? I get my hands on. I'm in the Savage's home court, so it's my word against hers. Where does that leave me? I'd be a full threatener here on troubled soil. I cannot sell this worthless sword to recover my coin. I'm opposed to Arlie. I don't suppose, if you're willing to mediate, perhaps if you were failed, I would of course pay you handsomely for your troubles. And I'll see what I can do. I don't actually expect her to have swindled him. I think he probably just misunderstood what the effect is. Probably. Modes of powerful unarmed attacks, yada yada yada. Aloes. One of a number of strange beasts reported by early explorers in the New World, the aloes appear in the 16th century work by the antiquarian Ambrose Pare on Monsters and Marvels, in which it is described as a sea creature which had the head of a goose, a very long neck, and 4 large flippers. It may have been a partial memory of the seal with a bird standing on its back. Aloja. In Catalan tradition in Spain, the Aloha fairy... Aloja. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it. It's it's Aloja. Who guard the fate of human beings. They oversee the process of birth and are responsible for the provision of plenty. They're similar in nature to the fates. Hello. Oh wow, this is in the air and stuff? That's pretty cool. Alright, I'm looking... Who am I looking for? Publics, maybe? Frightened villagers. This man looks up at you! You're the one he's looking for! You killed Lord Lerdick! Keep it down, idiot! No, you don't understand, it didn't work! I'm one of the guards at the keep! I was one of the guards, he's killed most of them, the ones you didn't. Kolsk, he didn't last very long, nothing but empty air, him. Nice enough to work for, I mean. Much nicer, but that didn't help him when Redrick came back. God's the screaming. His eyes, it was like he was burning inside. He says he's come back to lead us like before. Says he's going to kill you for what you've done. I told him I'd find you, give you his challenge, do it all honorable, that sort of thing. He let me go. I kept on running as far as my coin let me. What do you mean running into you anyway? Then perhaps I should seek him out. Yeah, sure, he'll love that, he will. Dying hasn't stopped him thinking himself noble, even when he's hurling poor Landry off the wall. Me, I don't mean to go back there as long as I live. I'll find work here in Twin Elms somewhere, even if I have to guard some hut dwellers, goats, or something. Until then, I plan to drink until I don't remember any of what happened. Good luck to you. There's something awful out there howling after your blood. Honestly, he could fucking get in line. Okay? You think I don't have, like, many more people out to try to kill me? You are sorely mistaken. I can't be bothered every single time someone wants to kill me.
Good day, stranger.
A middle-aged elven man stands behind the counter of the inn. He has a warm, open face, and smiles pleasantly in greeting as you approach. Welcome, welcome. I'm always happy to see a new face. Take a seat where you like, my friend. It seems to me you've walked a long road. All are welcome here. Those interesting stories welcome most of all. I'd like a room, please. Of course, something with a nice view, yes? Yeah, celestial suite. Rest! Ah, we get a nice room for once. Don't have to sleep on the ground.
Good day to you.
Tell me about this place. Of course. Eletharian's face brightens. I founded the inn many years ago, but in many ways its tale begins much earlier. As well as returning from a long journey south, I first heard the story of the tree upon which this inn rests. Hundreds of years ago, a strange event occurred. The sky was troubled that night, with many stars falling across the sky. One of the same stars began to plummet, instead, towards Aora. It fell here, striking a young tree, burying itself within it like a fiery heart. But the tree survived, and over the years it grew, and grew, and grew! Twice as big as its fellows in half the time, until it reached the size you see now, and grew no more. Hearing the tale, I knew I must find the truth. Then you see it there. Around the tree's heart I built this inn, to welcome all travelers who might look upon it. Fine story, I'll carry that one home. I'm always glad to see a new face. Take a seat, friend. Who are you? As Elitharian, I like that name. Gonna pull out the book of names. Elith. Okay, 2 L's. Elitharion. Yeah, you can keep the haggard shoes part detail. Telling haggard shoes for all the walking I used to do and all the boots I wore down. But those days are well behind me. My eyes have seen a great deal, and now my ears get their fill from travelers who come through here. If I were to spend one day, to my thinking, I'd leave. I have plenty of stories, but I'm not sure you'd want to hear them. I've been most. I would like a word with you. Alright. Swineth.
Greetings.
A slender woman in dusty leathers locks eyes with you. It's good to see someone from more civilized lands around here. Her uncut hair sprouts from lazy black tufts. Despite the fine features of her sculptured face, a cleft chin completes her boyish appearance. I'm learning firsthand the many shortcomings of grandfather hospitality. I can almost forgive the hostility towards outsiders, but the taverns and those watered-down drinks, inexcusable. I hope I don't seem too forward, but I need to help my friends, and you look like a right person for a job. Just say you're not Glenfathen, and you're the closest thing I've got to an ally in this paranoid land. And allies, well, they help each other, do they not? What help do you need? My friends have drawn some unwanted attention. Glenfathen scouts, and just not any mob of local zealots of fangs. Fangs are a brutal bunch, eager to make an example of troublesome outsiders. That's where I need your help. I need someone to warn the expedition that trouble is coming. I need someone ready to fight if it comes to it. Any luck, we'll reach my friends before the fangs do, but if not, the fangs have a reputation to hold, so this might require spilling blood. Why aren't you with your friends? Why not warn them yourself? It was my turn to handle for patrol. I spotted the fangs on my trek back to camp. I knew that rejoining the main group was leading the enemy right back to the expedition. I know the woods and I know how to stay quiet, but I didn't want to stake my friends' lives on my ability to sneak by expert hunters like the Fang. If they noticed me warning my friends, we'd have been overrun. Notice me and some reinforcements, like say you, at least then we could scare them off and put up a good fight. And what do your friends do? Just staying foot near Glenfath is a good way to defend the tribes. I don't know how they picked up our trail. I suspect one of our newer scouts didn't cover his tracks well enough. I'll help you on the expedition. Northwields. Find my corners, warn them fangs are coming and help them clear out of the forest. I'll head out first on my own. Fangs train by some time. For God's smile on us, we won't have to draw steel. Should we come to that? Glad you're on our side. Well, another place where we don't know how to go. And she is very silent. Alright, Deerwoodens, hunters. Hi, monk. Ah, you're the ones I'm supposed to look at this too. This room needs a proper door. My brothers and I rented this space, so we may have some measure of privacy in this front line. Perhaps you can find another room here in the inn. I met another monk in robes like your own. He died of his wounds right as I found him. Robes like ours, you say? Was he carrying anything? Did he tell you anything? Hand you anything? Please, we've been waiting for another of our order to meet us here, and if you found him, show him the message. He gave me this missive. Hand me that. The monk exclaims as he snatches the missive from grass. Ultimately, his face turns red. I mean, please, this is of great importance. Breaking the seal, the monk unrolls a handwritten scroll contained within and quickly reads a message, his lips breathlessly mouthing the text. My brethren, the arch-martyr has sent word. At long last we now have what we need. Thank you, stranger. Your honest soul is to be applauded. I admit I was surprised. When you handed me the message, I expected the seals to be broken. I'm glad to see common decency is not yet lost from this world. Here, your honesty must be rewarded. I have a feeling they would have attacked me if I had opened the seal. Now I'm really curious as to what was in that. Alright, anyone who watches this and also has played this, tell me what the hell was in that missive. Alright, I suppose we'll deal with the merchant first. Alfin, this heraldic beast looks like a tiger. It derives from an Arabic chess piece, the equivalent of the European knight of the chessboard. The Arabic name for this piece is Alfil, and it is usually depicted as an elephant. Elsvid. Elswide, the name of one of the two great horses there was Arvak that pulled a chair to the sun in Norse mythology. Elsvid means all swift. The gods are said to have fixed a pair of bellows beneath the shoulders of the horse to cool it down. Altamaha. This water monster inhabits the Altamaha River and the marshes around Darien and Georgia, USA. The creature has not been sighted since the early 1960s, but it's said to be 10 to 40 feet long, with a body 1 to 2 feet wide. It resembles a giant eel, although it is much bigger than the largest recorded eel. Thanks! No! First, I think I'm Harsong Market. I want to see the markets. And then I want to probably trick that Valian dude into paying even more money for useless shit. Alright, and this is the longhouse we have to go into, I take it. Damn, yeah, it is. Okay, since we're already here, I may as well go in. I should save and then go in. Saving, saving, saving. Saving, save! Save! Actually, wait, do we see Northweald now? Yeah, I still have no idea how the hell to get to Northweald. Alright then, let's go in. Passage of the Six! Amarok, a giant wolf in the mythology and folklore of the Inuit people of the United States and Canada. Its name is curiously similar to that of Ragnarok, the Norse name for the Day of Doom, when the whole world will be swallowed by the giant wolf Fenris. The Amarok is said to be responsible for the deaths of many hunters on the lonely Arctic tundra. Alright, time to go find the... Oh. Hey, what did Ravi's just say? Resize. There you go. Keepers, compass, crane, stealth gears, arrows, and brambles. In this hall, all 6 grandfathering tribes come together as one people, or at least tradition suggests we try to behave as one. Yes, I am sure the Animfatha will not commune together for a season at least. Well, here's the council.
I don't know if I should go through with this. Make the trade deal with the Anamainfath.
If a Valian deal with the Glanfathins weakens the Deerwood, it could mean war for the Republics in the future.
What other option do you have?
I could put the idea in the Anamainfath's head that the Republics are not interested in exclusive trade, but limited trade of goods that they do not already trade with the Deerwoodens.
You know what? Follow your heart. You alone know what must be done. She nods her head resolutely.
Another Estramore. What do you want?
A middle-aged Orlan woman stands at the back of the longhouse, an expression of irritation in her narrow features. As you approach, she takes a decisive step toward you. Careful, this woman's young for an elder, looking to prove herself, I think. I'm looking for another who passed through the city.
Few Estramoran are given the freedom of our sacred city. That you ask for this person is suspicious. There are reasons we don't let you Estramoran roam our sacred city. Reasons I am coming to understand.
Has something happened recently? More than I care to think about.
Looters have grown bolder at the sites of the builders. The people of Defiance Bay set fire to their own city. And every week, the 3 Tusk Stelgar bring news of more desperate settlers pushing at our borders, trying to escape their plague of Anolfane children.
Suddenly, you feel the presence of someone else in the hall. The Anamenfath continues to glare at you, but something has stepped out of her skin. It reaches out to you.
Permitting more strangers the freedom of the city is out of the question right now. Go and be thankful that Anamfath Shimak doesn't sit in the passage of the 6 today. He would not be so kind as I.
Oh, looks like I'm already in the presence of the 6. A vision of an Orlan man appears near Bethwell. He has the same green-brown fur and hazel eyes as she does. Help me reason with them, he points behind you. Turn, you see the ghostly shapes of fire that are the Ananfatha. Another Orlan with tawny fur and a scarred face, a frowning dwarf, a Blackfoot or and 2 elves. You're angry about something. I hear in your voice. What is it? Are the outrages I listed for you not enough? Trouble brews, and none of it is my choosing. The spectral Orlan takes another step from her, setting his foot down with a slow, heavy motion, tendrils vast and strained between them, many grim, sizzling farts are stringing through a gale. The angry Anamenfath winces. War! They're headed for war! Remind them of Farewell's warning! Does Farewell warning mean anything to you? Farewell's soul images gasps. Taut threads of essence tug at him, drawing him back into the Anamenfath. He looks up at you again. I tried to tell them. The Builder souls have touched even the Estromorwin.
You'd better explain yourself.
The 2 attending tribesmen look from the Anamenfath to you, their swords, hands ready. Her slitted pupils narrow. There are other souls in this place and in you. You must listen to them. Listen to what? Right now my ears are here, only your eyes. The other Orlan, do you know where he is? Right now I'm more interested in Builder souls have touched even the Estromorwin? Is what it says.
There's no way you could have known this saying. Not unless you are a Galuth on Anams, a watcher of souls.
Yes, I'm a watcher. That explains much.
Feralt's warning came before the Broken Stone War. Feralt, my ancestor on my mother's side, was Anamfath of our tribe then. When the Estromoric farmers defiled the builders' monuments, Feralt urged the other Anamfatha to patience, but louder, angrier voices prevailed. Feralt believed that the invaders could be taught to respect the builders as we do. He also believed the builders' souls had spread to all peoples, and that we should avoid needless conflict with others. More practically, he worried that a violent response would only spur further bloodshed across the generations. And you can see where we are today.
Yeah, you had 2 wars with the Deerwood.
While Feralt's words were shrewd, they were ignored back then. Simply remembering his warning now will not undo the wars and the changes that the years have seen. There is blood on these stones, and that is all anyone remembers now.
An image of a polished object cube flashes into your mind. There's writing on the sides, but the image is too faint for you to read it. The Anamenfath turns away from you and looks at the ground, gnawing a pointed claw. You can't change past, but your choices now still matter. She looks at you sadly. Yes, that is the problem.
Another Estromor came through here a few days ago, and, well, letting him through was a mistake. One I am eager not to repeat. The Guided Compass tribe has a reputation for being too soft with Estromoran. One that will not be improved by my failure to stop this man who has desecrated our most sacred sites.
That sounds like the man I came here to stop.
I won't repeat a mistake in my haste to correct it. We bar Twin Elms from Estromoran to protect the ancient places that the Builders left behind. The Builders left this heritage to us to defend, but they alone had access to it. On this much, at least the 6 tribes agree.
You again see the polished Adra cornerstone in your mind. This time the image is clear. Each face of the stone is carved with a phrase you know by heart. You feel your lips form words. A gift from the builders of civilizations, the guardians of their legacy. May the guardians watch the door while the builders keep the key.
These were the words given to the keepers of the stone.
What do they mean? Jazzy carefully. They mean that Ferald's words may indeed be true.
Very well. The city is yours to explore. Tell the guard at the gate that you come to see the cornerstone with the blessing of the guided compass. If the gods have truly returned one of the builders to us, find the Delimgon of Ter Evron in Elms Reach. If the gods have sent you here with a purpose, the Delimgon will know.
Meantime, I should be here to assist you. One of my companions, the representative Valiant Brothers, is a trade issue with you. Yes, the Valiant godlike, blessed of Halia. So they say. About face to no outrage from voice Jay's annoyance at Pallegina's interruption. And diplomat of the Duke's Bells. I think you've sent here with trade assurances from your masters. Veered Anamenfoth, it is true that I was chosen to convey these services, but I understand that I was fashioned more for war than etiquette. But slightly. In these dangerous times, it is better to send warriors to do diplomats' work. Indeed, Anamenfoth. Regarding exclusive trade agreements... Her voice quavers slightly and her golden eyes dart in your direction. Nod heads, smiling warmly. The Republic's holder would be in the best long-term interest of all ranks. You mean traditional goods trades with the Deerwood. A strange turn. What do the Republics want then? Teandra Terra pearls. Trade will be picking up quickly on them in the Eastern Reach. You'll buy them exclusively from us for the next 5 years. The exchange will be exclusive margin for Adraban and Caro Golan for the same period. Interesting proposition, Valian. We'll send emissaries south to discuss the details at greater lengths. Your appearance here speaks well of your Duke's intentions. Revered Anamenfoth.
That's it. My position in the Brotherhood gone. I can't believe I just made up new trade terms to the Glanfath and Anamenfoth. Postinago.
Don't say that right in front of her! You did the right thing for the Republics. Even the Dukes can't see it from their vantage. You can deal with their disapproval later.
Verus. They have a saying in Biajepe. New gold clears even the oldest debts. If I'm right, all will be forgiven. If not, there's nothing I can do about it now.
Yep. And my remote immediately died. As soon as that finished. Well, that's hilarious. Alright, and that actually leveled me up. Wow. It's been so long. Why do I only have 6 points? Vengeful Grief. A ranger or his or her animal command knocked out. The partner suffers the normal effects of blind grief, but can fill with focus, rage, or trainer. So focus to gain speed, movement, and do additional damage. That seems like a good idea. I don't use guns. Damn it, that's per rest. That's per encounter. But I don't want to mess with that. Vengeful Grief sounds pretty good. Yeah, I'll take Vengeful Grief, I guess. Ring finger added. The quest expires in 3 days. Okay. A priest of Andra and a crew of greedy sailors all took the road Durance out to the spot where Lessa and Pelane's ghosts were singing. Unfortunately, the chaos of the storm overturned the small boat. Durance, the priest, and the sailors were all plunged deep into the grace of Kaimina. Miraculously, most of them emerged in a great sea cave near Barda. The entrance of the cave was hidden from the surface. The interior held wonders that had not been seen for generations. Sunken warships, trade vessels, and the remnants of the unlucky travelers that had fallen victim to the grace in the past. Durance and the Radtech Duke discovered a tribe of survivors that had persevered in the caves through cannibalism and limited raiding. Their extensive time in the cave had left them unintelligible and wild, though some attacked the crew of the recently sunk boat. Their answers were able to scare the others off. Eventually, the group found their way to a pile of bones that contained the remains of a lessened plane. The untried priest buried the pair together and performed a service over the bodies, without the spirits retreated from the world and toward the beyond. Now this one! Nen was a grandfather murderer who was notorious for both his brutality and his ability to avoid capture by the tribe's best hunters. When he was finally captured and put to death, his body was buried in a secret place near Cleveland Rilag. Rio had given the unusual recommendation in the hopes that the Ingwithan ruin would capture the killer's soul and prevent it from returning to the wheel. During a recent cleansing celebration, an orange child stumbled across a hidden grave. Not realizing what she had found, she told parents who guessed what it was and in truth told other members of their tribe. Then today, Nin and the burial site had been plundered by a few foolhardy Glenfallons, body carried away for ritual purposes. All that remains was the ring finger from his right hand. The Adamfatha opposed the use of Nin's body for preparing sacred objects and will reward anyone who can return it to them. Guess what, Devil of Karak? You got a job. Try not to creep them out too much. We die. Earthwind is lying. This I claim. Oh boy. Alright, this is definitely a quest.
Extra more?
And sensing approach, an agitated elven hunter sling drops his compass to the gypsy. What kind of courtesy have you learned in your filthy homeland? A red stripe of paint gleams pearly with sweat from cheekbone to cheekbone. We speak of grandfather matters. Be gone. The huntress in the group raises her cowl stance. Still your heart, die. Do not forget where you stand. She parts her strands. She parts the fine strands of golden hair that float before her face and acknowledge you with a nod. In the house of our ancestors and the six tribes, we commune as one people. I looks away and fumes in a restrained breath. The ancestors will forgive me and my brother when I clean the shame away from his name. He looks at the huntress. When a taint is brought to our tribe. What happened to your brother? My brother, the hunter's heavy breathing pauses for a moment. My brother, Fjorm, is the greatest hunter of our tribe. He set out on a blood hunt, but hasn't returned. And now Arthur, that puny liar, he claims that my brother... The elven huntress fills in the silence. Arthur belongs to another tribe. He's the hunter that competed against Fjorm during their blood hunt. She's glanced and looked through her eye. Arthur claims that Fjorm has exiled himself to decide not to return to Twin Elms. As his strip of paint curves like an angry wound. Exiled in shame for losing to him during the blood hunt. Can you believe this liar? Even though Arthur returned with a giant Stelgir's fang as proof, it's hard to believe that Fjorm would have failed to kill the prey first. But you cannot claim that, Redai, not until the Animfatha had judged the truth. Arthur is weak, from a lower tribe. He lies. I'll find the truth to claim his name. Why would Arthur lie? Why? Now please, still you're angry. He doesn't know our customs. Arthur stands much to gain from claiming a victory over Fjorm. It brings renown and glory to his kin, a lesser tribe with toy split arrows. Arthur has no history, no name. Now he turns a hero while my brother, tricked perhaps worst. What is the blood hunt? We prove our worth in a blood hunt. We set out to stalk and prey, always a dangerous creature, and only one kills it first. Yes, we hunt as pairs, Taban and Glenfadden. As one, not as enemies. 2 hunters, 2 tribes, 1 spirit. That is our way. Our way isn't to lie. We don't betray our brothers and sisters for our own gain. The blood hunt between your brother and Arthur was broken. Has broken the communion of our tribes, Redai. Do not dig in this wound until you can claim the truth. Perhaps our customs are strange to you, but despite what you now see, we Glenfallons hold our bonds sacred. How do you plan to clear his name? Must let you go. To judge Arthur and to clear our tribe's name, they cannot listen only to your truth. Before then, Anamfatha, only an impartial voice could speak for what happened. Means to involve this one in Eshtamai? She points at him, her callous finger like Perrier. Listen to me now, Arthur. Returned with proof. Your brother's not even come back. Just blows against the pine hairs blowing down over her face. The tribes are split. Something must be done. And this one's known to speak the truth. No problems, but if I find anything, I'll let you know. I remain here and wait for the Adamfatha to summon us. Fjorm and Arthur went to the Northweald Forest beyond the Old Song Pass to hunt a giant Stelgir. Search there and return to us with the truth if you can. Be aware, Stelgir of such size, many times over their lesser kin, usually gather big pride that follows them closely. Eshtamar, I don't expect help, but I'll do anything to know my brother's fate and clean the stain that Arthwin has spilled in our tribe. Anything, this I claim. Most likely he killed your brother right after he killed the Stelgear. So I assume your brother's dead. That's usually how this shit goes. I'm serious, it's practically stereotypical at this point. Anyway, MB is another strange creature supported by 16th century travelers. This beast was said to inhabit the seas around West African coast, especially the Congo Delta. It is described as having the body of an enormous fish with the head of a pig or ox. It had human hands instead of fins and a round flat tail like a beaver. While considered a delicacy by local fishermen, it was extremely difficult to catch due to its great size. The fuck? At this point, are we sure people in the 16th century weren't just high? I mean, shit, with, like, what, mercury, pot, tobacco, just everything going around. I'm assuming fucking 16th century travelers were all on something. Because, damn. Alright. It looks like Northfields. There's a lot to do in the Northfields. Holy shit.
Does music sound different to you when your ears, or, well, ear, is another shape?
Yes, I find it unpleasant. Most everything seems shrill when I'm a Stelgar.
Maybe your keen senses just haven't heard truly fine music yet.
A masterfully crafted annoyance is still an annoyance.
Alright. We gotta remember that one. A finely crafted annoyance is still an annoyance. A masterfully crafted annoyance is still an annoyance. Shit, I gotta keep that one in like a book or something somewhere. Great comeback! I made him I'm a giant force-feeding monster from Egyptian mythology. And Maymat was responsible for consuming the hearts of souls condemned for earthly crimes and misdemeanors. His name can be translated as corpse eater, bone eater, simply devourer. Maymat is described as being part hippopotamus, part lion, and part crocodile. He is often depicted as accompanying the god Osiris or as a guardian to the gateway of temples. Okay, the next thing's name when the next loading screen comes up, I'm gonna say it once and I'm never gonna repeat it again. Wait, why were you just hit by one of your things? Builds mixtures grand things where you live. Somewhat. Oh, the herbalist is... How the fuck did you learn that?
Builder's wisdom to you.
I see that you have heard it. A good blade has a voice and it sings to his wielder. What weapon called you forward? Tell me about your craft. My weapons speak for themselves, and every man and woman in this market knows my worth. Even that Tamra, I bear the knowledge my father held and his mother before him. Take up one of my blades, and you hold a weapon 5 generations in the making. They say I should not waste fine weapons on Estramoran. I say a good weapon lying on rack is a true waste. Excellent viewpoint to have. Let me see what you got. Flail. Grants Minnaletta's minor missile on critical hit. Damn. Strike hard. A Warhammer one-handed. And inflicts disorientation for 5 seconds on hit, plus 20 attack speed. Is exceptional. And Bleska's Labor. Superb accuracy club one-handed. For accuracy when the same target as an ally. Consider her as an ally. And is 20% of damage restored as endurance. Well, shit. Anything else? Nope. Helmet of Darksea. Is it a helmet? Oh, it's the strangest helmet I've ever seen. No time for you to buy all my shit. Buy it all! Let it fill up your inventory! I don't care if you go broke buying it, just buy it! I try not to sell the named stuff. You know, because it's named. Okay, and what is that? Okay, yeah, that thing. Alright, trade. And yeah, I already sold all that. Alright then. Bye-bye. Darwin, what about
Hail,
you?
Estremor.
Tell me about your trade. You see what you have. Okay, no, you're just, the cooking supplier. Owen. Welcome, Estremor, she says with a curtsy. Arlie's not here, so I'm running the shop while she's away. She glides her hands around the way. If you're looking, where may I find her? She lives not far from here. Go up to exit her. Climb up the stairs at the top. There's a circle of ruins. Do you know it? It's on the most side of the Hearthstone. Anyway, her house is right there. The door faces those ruins. Show me what you got. I actually don't buy potions.
What brings you here?
You have the look of a hunter, Estremor. Zaren's weapons may protect a man who seeks out misfortune, but my supplies will help you survive out in the wilds. Yeah, but why the hell would I take a fucking gunpowder-based weapon to hunt? That's just automatically say bye-bye to every creature within hearing range. I mean, damn. Alright, I think that's all of the market, right? Yeah, market explored. Alright. Amgwisnasomtaka is the name of the Crow Mother of the Hopi Indians of the North American Southwest. She has a sharp beak and two warrior sons called who have bull horns and tails. They are represented in the purificatory dances of the Hopi with whips made of yucca plants. Each child who is part of these rites is beaten by dancers representing the who. Kachina spirits. Something holds the whips of her sons and replaces them from her supply when they wear out. When each child has been beaten in these initiatory rites, he then submits to the same treatment, receiving the last upon her back. According to this mystery, Karma sympathizes with the children in this ritual. It teaches them respect for all the Kachinas. Again, I am reading this out of a book, people. If I mispronounce anything or get anything wrong, blame the book, not me. I need something to do during these damn loading screens. There are a lot of them. Anyway, forward march! It's the one that faces the ruins. Well, guess what? They both face the damn ruins. Is that just a Stelgia wandering around here? Is anyone watching that? Okay, maybe this one, since it looks like it's facing it the most. Amikuk, a monster reported by the Inuit people of the Bering Strait in Alaska, described as a huge, heavy creature with a moist and slimy skin. Amikuk lives in the sea, but is also capable of burrowing under the earth to emerge in inland lakes. Instead of legs, it has four naturally long human arms and hands, which it uses both to walk upon and to capture its prey. Now then, have I wandered into someone's home completely uninvited who I have nothing to do with? There you are. And I'm assuming these people are here to potentially kill me. Alright. You would not be the first, nor would you be the last. There's a long line of people out there in the world who want to execute me. I'm fully prepared to take them all on. An old emblem stands tall and proud, surrounded by grandfather warriors to study him. You speak on Renato's behalf, I presume. I would convince someone to his bidding. I did not suspect it would be the Ashmore involved in all the chaos at Defiance Bay. Does the presence of my armed entourage concern you? You were expecting a defenseless shopkeeper, am I right? I raise her stand hands just as one of the guards begins to order for stillness. She barks at her. Give the Ashmore a chance to speak. We are not deer-wooden beasts here. Hospitality reigns. I want to hear your side of the story. The first step of any sensible path, she mused, scratching again. Ronaldo did purchase me several bushels of Elard Gola, and for it he paid a high price, but did so willing, saying it was a bargain, right as he handed me his copper. It was after our trade that the Valiant spit his venom. Now accusing me of trickery, of fraud, claiming I delivered withered likeness of Elard Gola, and not the genuine root. Such nerve, for in truth he is beyond the help of Elard Gola. Shows a blue-dyed finger. Before curling it down slowly, smiling at his chest. Ronaldo's old bow isn't firm enough for a full draw. No amount of Elard Gola will give him the spear of a young hunter. A fair deal was made in Ronaldo's objects, angry that his withered family plow is beyond herbal remedies. I have never sold anyone a remedy I knew would be false. If Ronaldo does not silence his slanderous tongue, we will do it for him. What kind of punishment do you have in mind for him? Ronaldo slandered his host, making him no longer a guest. The merchant must vanish from Twin Elms. The grandfather hospitality must be observed always. He is to be given a chance to leave on his feet before he bleeds on his back. Deliver in our name a warning. So I don't know if he does not leave, he will be accused of conspiring to pilfer and glyph and ruin relics from our lands. He won't risk a trial by the council of Anemphatha. If he won't listen, tell him that his faulty member will end in a cage, just like his black beetle. Food for a... I will deliver the message. Return to me when the aliens disappear from Twin Elms. In other words, people, a haircut won't work if you're 120 and you're practically decrepit. So don't blame the pillows if you can't get it up. Oh. I'm guessing the underworld magician was cloudy hands devour of the dead, and she shows his thoughts of those who that evil lives on earth. Wait, isn't this the exact same thing I just read before? Yeah. Alright, the person who wrote this book needs some help. Because they literally have the same thing going here as here. And why isn't that just a part of this instead of its own separate thing? Clearly, this book's writer has failed, or was trying to fill up as many pages as possible. Well, at least this guy isn't stuck behind a loading screen. Time to kick his ass out of here. You sure you don't want me to just beat him up a little? Alright, where is he? Where is he?
Hail, traveler.
Alright guys, be like Ashra. You said you're probably in the same place if you continue to stay in Twin Elms. Television bright the sight of the gift. Insufferable witch, she can shove that beetle in her fetid and mating hole. Her and her face-painting thugs will pay for this insult. They reaches out, strike the cage out from your hand. Ignore his feeble attack. You step into Ronaldo's punch, merchant fist strikes your solid body with the cracking of finger bones. Maldito! The merchant says to his lungs, savage, filthy animals, this damn city will burn. I'll kill you! Ronaldo gurgles mid-sentence. The tip of an arrow, gleaming red, protrudes from his throat. The merchant quivers in a quick spasm, flailing his arms. He drops to his knees, spurts of blood flowing down his chest. You look up and notice the grandfather and Archer approaching the scene. I'm not accustomed to tolerate squabbles between Estremor. The huntress begins to turn around, but her face lingers in your direction. The faint semblance of a smile across the lips. I'm sure you understand. Before you can reply, she walks away, moving to calm strides. Now his arms twitch, a final size and moves expires in a bloody, crumpled heap. Rob him! Ooh, an exceptional blunderbuss. And some money! Bye! Surprised no one had anything to say, like the person next to him. Anyway, yeah, let's level these guys up and then we'll end the episode. I'm sorry, I wanted to hear what the hell she was gonna say too. Paladin targets a fallen ally, create a compulsing beacon over them, increases the speed and damage reduction by enemies. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. Duration, thrust of the paladin to destroy any spirit or some creature below the paladin's level. Damn. Besides, energy one pound size, attack speed, and auras. A righteous soul would be nice. Damn, there are a lot of these things. Alright, you know what? I guess behold the martyr. Because, well, the charm stuff is annoying and everything. Having it when she dies, everyone is better, would be nice. Oh, spellmasters. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so far I've just done all of the beneficial spells. Anyway, that is all the time we have, so thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you like and subscribe, and remember to follow me on Twitter for channel updates, pictures, dogs, and cats, and whatever else I decide to put up there. And if you follow me on PlayStation, remember to subscribe on YouTube. Goodbye, humans and non-humans alike, and good ever applies to you.